I had to get that adjusted a little bit. I thought I had it the way it needed to be. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hello. Welcome to Revive DIY and Upcycle Designs by Sue. My name is Susan. I am so glad you're here with me in the craft room today. I needed a break. I needed a break from housework and all the things, you know. So I thought, what better way to have a break than to have some craft therapy with you guys. So come on in. I have a project that I want to share with you guys, and it is actually going to be using our Christmas tree cutouts. So if you happen to have grabbed some of those, I'm going to show you a couple options of some ideas that you can do for winter. So I spent yesterday taking down all the Christmas stuff off of the shelf, so it's very bare. Now I do have an assortment of winter items. I have 2 bins down there right now waiting to be put back out, but I wasn't in the mood and I just wasn't feeling decorating vibes today. So, or right now. So maybe later after I get some creative juices going, because it is Monday and it's been a rough one for me today for some reason. But anyway, what I was going to say is, so I need to fill in some spaces. So I thought, well, let me come on and show you guys. So this is a technique and fun project that I've been wanting to share with you guys for a while. And if you remember was it last month, guys? Or was it November? I can't even recall. We had some specials on our cutouts, and a lot of people grabbed several packages of them. Not just one, but several. And this is our Christmas tree cutouts. They are double-sided. They're the wood cutouts that we offer at Chalk Couture, and they all are pretty much the same. They're the same width. They have this whitewash finish on them. They're nice and sturdy. And this happens to be the Christmas or the tree pack, and it comes in a 2-pack, so you get it like this when it comes packaged. And like I said, it's double-sided, and it even has a little slot up here for, of course, a star. Now, you might be saying, well, Susan, you know, Christmas is over. Trees really, well, first of all, trees are around all the time, right? And you can use a star or don't use a star. But they are not available in the shop right now. They did stop them after December 31st. But if you grab them, that's why I want to show you some ideas. Because some people grab these and say, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them, but I do want them. And if you didn't grab them, if you want to message me, I may have an extra set around. So make sure you message me and I'll be glad to help you out with that. Now, we always sell a coordinating transfer to go with our cutouts, and this was the one we used this year for our trees. I think we had a different one last year. I did not get it, or this might be the same one from last year. Let me see, guys. I have my contacts in today, so I'm going to have to be using my reading glasses. It says 2021, so yeah, so we did come out with this last year. This is the tree cutouts pattern, and I actually never grabbed it last year, so I got it when it was on the huge discount this year. So I shop just like you guys do. I am a bargain shopper, you guys. I don't like to pay full price if I don't have to. That's why I'm a designer, so I can get everything cheaper. And then when they throw the sales in on top of it, then that's a win-win for me, right? So anyway, this is the patterns that come with it that will actually fit on these these cutouts. And we always give you 2 options because they're double-sided, so you may want to do something on both sides, or you may not. You may just want to paint one side. That is completely an option. If you got these and you didn't want to do anything else but just paint them so that you had some cute little wood cutouts to go around, then paint them. Get some chalk paint or some acrylic paint. Ooh, maybe even get you some of the mod-podge with the glitter in it. I have it back there. And put a coat on there, and you have a nice little winter scene. Or if you had gotten the cutouts, if you have them, this is obviously the winter print. So, you know, it's got snowflakes, it's got like pine, and berries and leaves and things like that, and maybe a little flower. I guess it might be in porcelain. And then this, of course, would have been for Christmas. Now, I'm not going to do the Christmas ones right now. I may do them next year and show you guys, but I'm not even going to worry about doing the Christmas ones. But I probably will do this on the back side of it. I'm only going to do chalk on one of them. I have another technique I want to show you on the other one. So I'm going to put this aside for now until we're ready to use it. And I have already prepped my, this side of that one that's going to get chalked. I already sanded it down a little bit with a sanding block and applied a layer of surface wax, because I'm going to chalk it. So I want to make sure I protect my transfer, and I try to smooth out the system. The surface, not the system. Sorry, guys. I haven't finished my second cup of coffee. I needed a second cup today, so I actually have an afternoon coffee, which I don't usually do. But it's all ready to go, so when we're ready to chalk it, it should be good. I'll just buff it one more time, but I did want to make sure you knew that. I did have to use surface wax for that. So I am going to set that aside while we are working on this other one, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Now, let me get a mic real quick because I know I'm probably going to be a little messy. And I actually need my water, my regular water. This is my regular spray water that I use for cleaning my transfer, you know, keeping my transfers moist until I can get them to the sink to clean them. So what I don't, and here's the star. I'm going to set that aside. I haven't done anything to the star. It's such a little tiny surface that you probably don't need to sand it. You don't need to wax it. I'm just going to set it over to the side for right now. I've got a paint tray. So what am I going to do? I've got a paint tray and a paintbrush. I need water, right? And then I have, what do I have here? I have some music sheets. So let me real quick, since it is saying I am live, let me go ahead real quick and sprinkle this over to my VIP group. And if you're wondering what sprinkle means, it just means to share, S-H-A-R-E. I am going to share this to my group. I have a VIP group that is just a free crafting group where I can share other ideas, tips and tricks, insider information, sneak peeks, other design ideas, and sales. So if you'd like to join that, I'd love to have you in there. I'm going to post a comment right now. I just sprinkled that over there, but I am going to post a comment right now that has the link in there in case you are interested in joining. We would love to have you over there. And I also love it when my VIPs, I call them my VIPs. Come on now. Sorry, my computer's not working. My iPad. I've got my iPad over here so I can see comments in case you guys comment. Hopefully I can see them. Like I said, I've got my contacts in today, so I'm having to use my reading. I have to use my reading glasses. These old, tired eyes. Okay, here we go. Let me pin that. So the link is in the comments for the VIP group. It's also in the link in there for other things that you might be interested in. So I have some music sheets here. And what I have done in the past, my daughter and I, when we go thrifting, we always make our way over to the music section because she likes to get old records. She likes to find in good shape old records because she loves to have music on the record machine. She actually has one at home and at college, and then I have one downstairs too. So anyway, not college. Well, used to be college. She graduated, so it's not college. Where she lives. But when we go over there, I'm always looking at different things. And I decided a couple years ago, I needed some Christmas music sheets, some old Christmas music sheets. And you never know where you're going to find them. You never know what shape you're going to find them. But I was thinking they would be super fun to put in frames at Christmas time. So I have actually accumulated 3 different books at this point of old Christmas music books. So if you play an instrument, you can certainly use them for that. Or you can use them. I mean, the reason I got them is because of, I mean, look at the artwork. This one isn't necessarily as pretty, but it still had, you know, that vintage feel. But like, look at this. This old artwork. See how pretty that would be in a frame? Now this one, I think this one might be my favorite because this has really got some good artwork. Look at this. See? So these are just Christmas books. You could use any type of book for the project that I'm going to show you today. I just happened to pull out Christmas ones because I thought, let me see if I can find, this one really, I think, had no pictures, but I thought it would be great for other purposes. So anyway, that's what I did. And then what I did this time is I just went ahead and I made copies of the song that I wanted to do on these trees. Now, obviously, Old Christmas Tree would be perfect for Christmas, but now it's after Christmas, and you might say, well, I still want to have trees out for winter time, but I don't want a Christmas song. So go online and print out another song that maybe talks about winter, or a poem. It doesn't even have to be a song. It could be a poem, or just a book, a page. Make a copy of a page of one of your favorite books. You need some kind of paper source, is my point. You need some kind of paper source to do this project. So I am going to use the larger Christmas tree, and I'm going to show you something, guys. This happens every once in a while. Our products are packaged very, very well, and they usually come, they're packaged well, like these trees were packaged inside of this, and then it's packaged inside of something else. But occasionally something like this would happen. And if it did, wanted you to know what you could do if it did. So I actually got this one set. I got like 3 or 4 sets of the trees. But this one came like this for some reason. I think I had a problem with the delivery. It was the delivery people. It wasn't the packaging. And it's got a little crack on it. Well, I could easily call the company and say, hey, I got one of my cutouts and it's got a crack. And they would replace it. But I'm not even going to do that. I am actually going to use this side of the tree, the side that has a little tiny bit of damage there. I could put a little glue there. I haven't even done that. But I'm going to use that side to do our project. So you have your paper. You have your tree, your surface that we're going to use. Now, what I would also suggest to make it easier on you is I would get some kind of tape runner, glue runner, whatever you want to call it, tape, glue, whatever. Something that's going to make it easy to adhere these pages to this. And we're not going to just do it, oh, okay, cut it out and tape it on. I mean, we're not going to just do that. We are actually going to watercolor these papers just a little bit with our chalk paste, which is why I needed water and a little tray and a brush. And then I'm just going to pick out which colors I feel like I would like to have on these for this project. So I am thinking, since I'm probably going to do a winter scene. I'm doing a winter scene on the other side, and I think I might actually use like a greens, some really pretty greens for the winter side. I am probably going to do some blues on this side. So I'm going to pick out a couple of my blue chalk paste colors. And I feel like I'm going to use this one. It's like a lakeshore color. See how pretty that blue is? Now we're going to water it down, but I want some blues and I want some, I might use my, I don't know if I want to use my gray. I think I might use my silver because I want a little bit. I'm trying to decide if I want to use silver on the paint or if I'm just going to coat it with my iridescent. I might just coat it with my iridescent. Okay, now I'm starting to get warm. It was cold. Let me turn on my fan, guys. It was cold. I am getting plentiful sunshine today, which makes my heart happy and hopefully will help my energy level. I have been really tired and I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Other than the fact that I just do too much in the day. I did not rest yesterday, even though I told you guys to rest. I did not rest. Okay, what can I do? I'm going to do this blue, and I think I'm going to add in some, I'm trying to think if I want to get another one of my blues, like a little bit darker blue. Just trying to think what feels like winter. I was thinking about using Ocean Mist, but it's so pale. I don't know if when I go to water it down, it might be fine. I guess when we go to do that, it will be fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to get one of my, you can get these in a 6-pack at the Dollar Tree, okay? It's like a little palette thing. I am just going to put a little bit of my chalk paste from each of these containers into these little sections because it won't take a lot. And then I'm going to get something, I'm going to get a mat or something to put underneath where I'm going to paint so that I don't, because it's going to be wet, so that I don't get it all over my table. And then I'll put that other side. So the song that I actually chose, you guys, I am a hot mess today. Where did that just go? I just dropped something and I don't see it. Hot mess today. Hot Mess Express. Monday. Okay, so let's get the less messy side. I'm going to take just a little bit of my chalk paste. I picked the song Old Lang Syne because I figure I'm going to turn these over at New Year's and, you know, I'm probably going to keep them out through January. Then they're going to go away for Valentine. And then, but I could have picked any song. If I had had more time, I probably would have tried to find something that, a song or a page from a book that had maybe like something about winter. I'm sure Robert Frost has a poem about winter. I love Robert Frost, so I'm sure that there would be a lovely winter. Or even a Bible verse. I'm sure there's a hymn. I have a hymnal downstairs. I didn't take time to look at it, but I'm sure there's a hymn that would have it. Now, I am not going to take a lot. I don't need a lot of my chalk paste. I'm just going to take a little bit because I don't want to waste it. Obviously, a little goes a long way, and I am just going to put it right in one of these little, that little section. That should be plenty because I just want a little watercolor, and I'm going to put the rest right back. I will not be putting that back in my jar, so I'm just going to use regular water, you guys. Okay? And actually, I still feel like that's thick. I'm going to spray some more distilled water in it for next time. Okay. Remember, I used that on Saturday, and I added water to it, but it still feels like it's a little thick. Okay, now I have not used this in a while. This is Lakeshore. And this is just a, I don't know, I associate this color blue with Christmas, or not Christmas, winter, sorry. Not Christmas. So this is where you can get more mileage out of your products that you get because they're double-sided and because they can be used for other seasons. I also have seen lots of people do projects with these for other times. You can do candy canes at, not candy canes, candy corn at Halloween. You can do carrots at Easter. I'm sure there's other things too that I just haven't even thought of. I've seen people make gnomes out of these. So, you know, it's just, you're only limited by your imagination, you guys. Okay, so this looks fine. This is in good shape. I guess it's maybe not been that long since I used it. Let's see how much I want to get. I don't like wasting my chalk paste, so I definitely don't get more than I don't want to get more than I need. I don't know. I think I'm going to use that color more predominantly, so I'm going to leave that there because I'll probably even pull it off of the little stir stick. Okay. Again, you can do this any color that you want with any paper that you want. A song, a poem, a hymn, a Bible verse, a book from your favorite, or a page from your favorite book. I would just suggest making a copy of it first on your, if you have a printer that does copying, or make a copy of it first. Unless you don't care. You can pull the actual page of the book out if you want, or the whatever. Okay, now I chose this page because it had mainly music and not any words. And then this one did have words. So I'm going to kind of work with both of them. I'm going to probably stack them. Okay. So what we're going to do is just add a little bit of water to my chalk paste to turn it into a paint. Okay. I can always add more water, but I just want it to be kind of, I'm going to pull this off. We're going to work with the darker blue first. I'm just going to grab this chalk paste on here. And then I'm going to stir to make this kind of like a watercolor. Can you guys see? I'm just turning it into paint, and I can make it as thin or as thick or as translucent or transparent or opaque, whatever I wanted. I mean, I could just paint on there with it with just chalk paste and not water it down, but I want it in a more of a watercolor kind of feel. And I'll probably use the same brush on that one when I'm done. So all I'm going to do is just very randomly. There is no rhyme or reason. You don't have to have talent to be able to do what I'm doing right now. And you notice I'm not even going all the way to the edges. I'm just going to kind of paint this bottom half in this color, and I'll do the top half in the other color because it won't matter. I can place the paper wherever I want. And if some white shows through, you know, it's curling my paper a little bit because I'm adding water to it, but it should be fine. I'm going to do half of this sheet and half of the other sheet so that I can have many choices. And like I said, I can do it as dark or as light as I want. Okay, so we've just applied some of the chalk paste on the paper. I don't need to prepare the paper, I don't need to wax the paper, I don't need to do anything to the paper because I'm not chalking on it. The only reason I would do that is if I was using a transfer on it, and I'm not going to, so. And I've still got way too much chalk paste, you guys. I use way too much. Okay. So I'm going to move that aside. And I'm going to bring this one. And I'm going to paint it. And I'm not even going to worry about the title because, you know, I'm not going to put that on there. If you want to take the time to read the words, then, you know, they can. Whoever's looking at it can. But really, it's just for the effect. And I probably could have even printed these smaller. I reduced the size because those books, as you can see, were pretty big. They're made for using probably with a piano. I know one of them is, but probably both of them, so that, you know, it's nice and big and you can see it. Now I have a little less on here because I'm going to go all the way to the sides. That way if I need to tear more, then I can. I'm just going to do these two. I guess that was fine. These two rows. Okay, so that's all we're doing. We're just painting them. Just set that one back aside and let that start drying. Then I'm going to flip this around. And now I'm actually going to keep the blue on here. And if it brings this down a little bit darker, I'm okay with that. This is my Ocean Mist. I probably got too much of that. I might even pull that in there just to kind of darken it a little bit. And look, even here. I hope did you guys have a good weekend? I hope you guys took some time for rest. I try, but I just feel like there's so much to do in a day and I can't get it all done. So I end up working longer or more than I should. Ooh, that one is not showing through. I might need to make that one a little more thin. I've lost my I'm glad I tried it right there. I can't really see that. That's covering too much. I think we might need to make it thinner. There you go. That's a lesson learned. I don't mind being a guinea pig for you guys. But that was actually covering. I don't want it to cover. I want to be able to see through it. Let's see what happens now. Okay, that's a little better. I still think I might have to water it down more. I probably needed less chalk paste and more water. So I really just want it light enough that I can have a little hint of color, but I don't want it to block out the notes. Yeah, so that line right there I won't even be able to use because of that. Glad I wasn't going to use as much of this one. Yeah, so there you go. I don't know why. The blue, I guess I just had lots of water, and this lighter blue-gray, I must have had not enough. So I'm going to let this dry. I'm just setting it over to the side, and then we're going to take the dryer to it, you guys, because I'm going to make sure I have enough time to show you guys this. You know, you don't even have to do this step that I'm doing, but I like color, so. And like I said, I probably could have even reduced this further. I just went from the size it was down to, I forget what size it was. It was like 85% reduced in size. Okay, so I'm gonna put all that up over here, out of the way, while we're working on the rest. Okay, so let's go ahead and dry these. Let's go ahead and dry these. I'm gonna get my blow dryer. I can't tell today. I have had the sneezing and sniffling, and I can't tell if it's I forgot to take my allergy pill yesterday, and I was in and out of the attic and messing with bins and messing with, you know, decor, and I don't know if that's what's causing me, but really I've been sneezing and nose stuffy but yet running and all day, so that kind of threw me for a loop this morning too. Nobody has been sick, so I don't think I would make sure your paper's all the way dry, just to make it a little easier to work with. Sometimes it's easier to wet the paper to tear it, but sometimes you don't have as much control over it. So I'm just going to try to dry it all the way. I'm so happy the sun is out today, but it is, I say cold, but it's in the low 50s here today. It's pretty chilly. It's not chilly. A little fog this morning. Our weather's just up and down. I was really hoping we might see some snow at the end of the week. One day there was a snowflake on my Friday, and then it was gone. We need snow. That's why I'm trying to do all these winter vibe projects. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to do a short Valentine's. If you notice in the background, I am putting a little bit of my Valentine's stuff out. These are projects that I did last year. And if you notice this one here, that was from last year. Okay. It's still a little damp, but I think they're going to be okay with this. Okay. So now all we're going to do is the fun part. First of all, I'm probably going to trim these down. I don't want to use my paper. I don't want to use my ribbon trimmers. Let me get up another pair. Do you guys keep different scissors for different purposes? So I am just going to kind of trim it down to where I'm just dealing with the music. If I was doing this for Christmas, I would have probably chosen an old Christmas tree, of course. So the whole idea behind this as well is if you don't like the pattern that we're selling that goes along with the cutout, or you weren't able to grab it, or you decided you didn't want to buy it and to spend the money on it, then you have some other options. I want you to see that you don't have to always just use things that way. I want to show you some other techniques so that you have versatility. And you know me, I love upcycling things. All right, I'm just getting rid of the excess here. I definitely don't need 3 pairs of scissors here all the time. And then all I'm going to do, because I want to remember I'm not actually going to use this one, so I'm going to get rid of this. I could have gone down to that line. It's actually got bottom notes. So I used to play an instrument, and I used to be able to read music, but it's been so many years. That's one of those skills. I mean, I remember that Every Good Boy Does Fine. My music teacher my band teacher would be so happy. Every Good Boy Does Fine, and Face, and those things for treble and for bass and things like that. But I'm out of practice. I'm so out of practice. I'm trying to decide, do I want to tear it this way or tear it this way? But I think, so first of all, I don't want any, well, it doesn't matter if I have some straight edges, but I'm going to just tear it because I'm going to layer this on top of each other. If I was doing both of these in this, I would obviously need more sheets. Oh, you know, the other thing that would be cool is if you found a print that was a winter print of either like some cardstock, that would be perfect. Then you wouldn't have to do all this work. But I like doing this, so that's why I'm showing it to you. But just kind of tear it in small strips, as wide as you want, as big as you want. Super easy. But you could use cardstock, you could use tissue paper, you could use a napkin, just like we have in the past, and you could do it with mod-podge instead. I've shown you guys that. I just thought this would be a fun thing to try. I did not come up with this idea. I will not claim credit, but I love it. sometimes I come up with my own ideas, but there's sometimes that I just see something and I want to be able to try it for myself and share it with you guys because you might not have seen it. I love to be able to come on here and inspire you or educate or encourage. All right, so that's all done. I'm going to leave them long for right now until I figure out like what I'm putting where, and there's not going to be a whole lot of rhyme or reason to this. You don't have to. So it's going to have a little more white on it than the other one because I didn't go down as far. So you guys going to watch the football, the National Football Championship tonight? Do you guys watch football? My husband was a football player through college, so we always have football on. Although we definitely prefer college over the pros. Not that we don't watch some of the pro football, if it's our favorite teams. But it's a big deal. National Championship is on tonight. Get some of this stuff out of the way. Eat it. Okay, sorry guys, almost there. I just don't know how much we're going to need, so I'm just trying to make sure I have it all ready. Because once we get going on this project, it won't take long for this part. I suppose if you wanted, you could even use fabric. Make sure you get an adhesive that will work with it. And you could do this project with a glue gun, but I am not going to. I am going to use, I don't know if I'll need that one. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I'm going to move this out of the way because I feel like it's distracting with all the mess on there. Okay, so now we have all of our pieces, right? We have all of our pieces of torn paper. Like I said, I should have put, let's see, do I have any super glue? If I have some super glue, I think I'm going to put that on there real quick, just to hold it in place. I think once I get the paper on it, it will. Anyway, let's see. Probably have a film on there. And like I said, this is the first, I think this, I've probably gotten at least 20 to 25 cutouts over the course of time. And I've never had one come damaged. This is the first time. And I'm pretty sure it was the shipper. As a matter of fact, I'm 100% sure it was the shipper. Come on. You guys, I hate when that happens. There we go. And I did get some happy mail today for a couple of the projects that I want to share with you guys. So I was excited about that. I'm expecting that, I believe tomorrow I will be getting, I should have done this while we were working on the other part, guys. It would have been dry. I believe tomorrow I'm going to get my creative kickstart, and I can't wait to share that with you guys because I've learned some tips and tricks on how to do that as well. I don't know. I hope it stays on there. I'm going to put one more layer right here in that little crack. and we'll start at the bottom. And hopefully by the time I get up there, it'll be fine. Okay, so it's just some Gorilla Glue. That's the glue of choice. Works the best with a lot of our projects. Even glue sticks. It's just a good glue to have. Okay. So all we're going to do is take our tape runner, which I haven't even started. It's okay. We're good. And I'm just going to take a line of glue. It's basically glue dots. And I'm now going to just grab a sheet. And, oh, that's upside down. I'm going to grab a sheet. Actually, I wonder if I have one that's like at the bottom that I could probably, let's do this. I'm going to grab a sheet. I'm going to start with the blue, and I'm just going to put that right on there. If I need to go back and trim, oh, I missed some glue. This, I think, makes it easier than using a glue gun, because then you gotta, I just feel like you need like an extra hand with the glue gun. I'm going to do a couple layers of the blue here at the base. Oh, shoot. Come on now. Make sure you get a good one. I think this should be a good one. I haven't used this one before. But a little out of practice. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I used to scrapbook, and I used to know all the best tape runners to use. That's what we always call them. And if I have some white showing, I'm okay with that. But really, I'm just looking for something to help adhere it, right? So now I might want to pull out a little bit of light blue. So I'm trying to put the tape runner, the glue, whatever it is, on the actual wood, and then I'm overlapping it. Again, do this any color, anything you want to put on here, whether it's and I'm okay even if a little bit of the wood shows. I say that, and then I'm like, maybe not. I might just add that in there. But I believe, I still didn't get it right. Still didn't cover it. I believe when we're done, I'm going to put a layer of Mod Podge on here, because I bought that iridescent Mod Podge, and then guess what? I haven't even used it yet. There we go. And then that's going to kind of make sure everything lays down too. Now I do want to kind of pay attention though, because I don't want it to go really crooked or anything. Lightly on that one. That's nice. That's nice. And I think any imperfections in my lining up or in where the white's showing, if I decide to Mod Podge, which I think I am, guys. You know, it's a shimmer. It's why not? Why not? It's going to take away any imperfections at that point. And I'm just going to leave we'll clean this all up at the end, okay? If I feel like I need a little bit more, that's what you do. All right. I am trying to make sure that the music's like the right direction, like the words are the right direction or the notes are going the right way. Let me know if you like this project, guys. Hit that heart button and be sure to sprinkle this idea out. It just helps me, and I so appreciate it. I so appreciate it, you guys. Oh, I don't want to use that one. I think that's the top. I'm going to use another big piece. Let me know, guys. What do you think of this project? Sorry, I got a little quiet. Told you, I'm kind of tired today. I'm zoning out. Oh, I think I put that on. That one's on upside down, I think. Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh, but I do need some more. All right, I'm going to stop at this point for a second, just to show you guys. I'm going to get my scissors again for my paper, and I'm going to come here, and I'm just going to kind of cut. That way, if I need any of these other pieces, since I kind of haphazardly placed it, and I can also find out whether or not, look at it so far, you guys, look. What do you think? Isn't that cool? I love it. I knew I would like it. Sometimes you see a project and you're like, oh yes, I've got to do that. I know I would love the way that would turn out. And anything, like if I do this, over here. That would be even kind of cool to stop right there, wouldn't it? And then just paint the top. That would be neat. You could even just paint the background, guys. Oh, see, that's a good piece there. You can see Old Lang Syne right on there. You know, this might be kind of neat too, especially like if you had a winter wedding and maybe they have a song. Maybe you went to a winter wedding and they had a song that was their song that they danced to. Or you have somebody that has a birthday in winter or Christmas. Wouldn't this be fun? Oh, I put that piece on upside down, y'all. That's okay. We're going to go with it. Nobody's going to know but me, right? Me and you. Don't tell anybody. Me and you guys. Don't tell. See, as we go up higher, we need less and less. Almost to the top. Can you guys see this? I'm being very generous with mine, as you can see, with my tape. Getting up here to the section where I glued that's still wet. It's the only problem with that particular type of Gorilla Glue that I have. It does not, you know, a lot of super glue will dry right off the bat. That one takes a while for some reason. I don't remember why. I don't know why. Okay, you could even just tear the sides, guys. You don't have to cut it if you don't want. And then I think we'll finish up with our blue at the top. Nice dark blue. And then it's up to you if you want to put the snowflake. You could put a snowflake up top if you wanted. You could do a snowflake pattern. Where's my little star? There it is. I was going to say you could try to put a little snowflake. This slides right in there, but you could make this whatever you wanted. So I'm not going to decoupage this because I don't think it will fit in there if I do. But I could, you know what I could do, guys, while I'm at that very top part. I'm going to go ahead and do it. We could just go ahead and paint that little star on that side with our color. The leftover chalk paint. Right? I'm gonna try to do the sides. Now, if I do the winter scene on the back, I'm going to use the transfer that I have. I won't be doing that with you guys now, but just so you know, if I go to do it, then I'll use the little transfer I have for my little star. But for this side, we'll just paint it. And there's a little tiny section that you can see. So there you go. There you go. Simple as that. Okay. So. We're doing okay in time. I'm going to set that to the side and let that dry. And then we're going to clean up a little bit. Let me get the rest of this. Ooh, that's still sticking off. Did I not glue it? I thought I glued that down. Now, I am going to try, knock this out of the way. I'm going to try my little baby scissors, see how close I can get. I believe I got these at the Dollar Tree. They're probably supposed to be more like sewing scissors. And you could paint the sides of this as well with our color that we have left over, if you wanted. I don't think I'm going to have time to chalk paste with you guys on the other one, but we'll do that. I'll do it later. Maybe after I get back. I'm getting my buddy. I have to run an errand when I go pick him up before I pick him up today, so that's why I came on a little bit earlier. I'd love to know when a good time would be for you guys, because I love it when you guys join me live. If you're joining me on my replay, welcome. I'm so glad you're here, whether you're live or replay. But it's so much more fun when you guys craft with me, and that's what it feels like when you come on here when I'm on live. All right, let's see if there's anywhere else. There. There. Okay, that feels good. Okay, so I actually think I want to paint the side because I'm extra like that and because I have this paint and I hate wasting it. So I am actually going to go ahead and paint that before we decoupage. So just going to take my extra, try to be careful. Just use up the little extra I have before we put our mod-podge, our crystal mod-podge. I'll show you guys as soon as I have this part done. If I go over a little bit in the back, it's fine. I can just sand that off. So I'm not being super careful. And I'm not being super slow. So I'm trying to get it done for you guys. You know how I like to get my projects finished if I can while I'm on the live. I hate when I have to tell you guys, oh, I'll go finish that and let you know. Because some of them may still be sitting here not done. Because I get moved on to the next project. I have so many wonderful things I like to share with you guys. But I don't always get back to it. So I'm just painting that side. And then this is what we got so far, guys. What do you think? Then that's the white side. So we're going to go back over here. I'm just going to paint that. I'm not going to worry about the bottom because obviously it stands on its own. All of our cutouts stand on their own. That'll be, you know, on the bottom. Nobody's going to look at that. So this is just my chalk paste that I have watered down and made into a chalk paint. That way all my colors coordinate. And I like that. I'm a coordinating kind of gal. I like that when things coordinate. There we go. Just a light. I'm not even concerned if it's just a little bit to take a little white. Okay, so let's just dry that real quick, and then we're going to get our mod podge. I probably shouldn't put that down. Chalk paint on its own, even just regular chalk paint you buy at the store, or if it's my chalk paste that's turned into a paint, it dries within about 5 minutes or less a lot of times when it's watered down like this. But I'm just trying to speed up the process to make sure that I don't just to make sure I don't smear it or get it everywhere. But I love it because it dries so quickly. That's my favorite part about it. I think that's dry. Set that over there. Now, you know what, guys? Let's leave this out because I'm going to Mod Podge. So let's do it on here. Like I said, I will come back and do this one. I might even do it later today. I might come back on with you guys live and do the back of this and show you with the transfer. All right, so I've been dying to try this. You guys seen this before? You know you could just Mod Podge and add glitter or diamond dust or whatever it is that you like using, right? You could do that. It's a little messier. So when I saw that this was available and I had a coupon, I thought, why not? So this is Mod Podge with extreme glitter. I have not opened it yet or used it. And we are going to put this as a top layer. I don't think I've used it for anything. Looks like I've opened it. We are going to use this bad boy because I'm all about some shimmer. All right, so this is just a little brush that I've had. They sell Mod Podge brushes. This is one I had that was similar to it. I think it was a makeup brush. I'm going to actually go ahead and add some on here too. So our star can sparkle. And then I am going to do, now when you're working with Mod Podge on paper, you know, make sure you don't spend too much time on it because you don't want to wet it. I'm actually going to go over the sides too. I'm just pulling off the lid right now, y'all. But don't spend too much time on it because you don't want to take your color away of your paper. So I am just kind of going down over the top to give it, it also will seal it. It'll make it so that if I didn't get it, because I was rushing, if I didn't get it glued down as much as I needed to with my little tape runner, my glue tape runner, then it will help it all stay in place. And then I can just pull this out year after year, you guys. That's the cool thing. Flip it around for another season, from one season to the next. That's the easiest kind of undecorating, is putting it out for one and then being able to flip it around for the next. Especially if you're late getting it out like I was this year. I'm going on the sides too because I want the shimmer on the sides. And even though I'm probably going to do another winter scene on the back, or I might do the Christmas on the back, I don't know. Like I said, you could even just paint the whole back side of this another color that you wanted. If you didn't get a transfer and you wanted to do that, then just paint the back. Do this on one side with the paper and paint the back. You could have even done this with, painted it as candy corn. Oh, I need to trim that a little bit, I think. I need to trim that a little more. So it's all covered, and that's going to help it stay in place too. There we go. I think that's it, guys. All right. There, wipe my fingers. Try to find a way to pick this up and show you guys. Oh, let me get rid of this. I don't think I need that piece in there anymore. All right, I'm a fan of the Mod Podge glitter. It's worth it. Get a coupon. Go find you some. I think this was the smallest they sold it, but I highly suggest it if you like shimmers and glitters and you don't want the mess. There you go. So here we go, guys. I don't know if you can see any of the shimmer on it yet, especially when it's not dry, but ooh, on the sides I can see like the random. See it? See how it shimmers? I love it. Hit that heart button, guys, if you like this project idea. Let me know what you think. Tell me what you think I should do on the backside. Should I do the other winter scene on the backside, or should I do Christmas on it for next year? Let me know. And then this, it's almost dry. I'm gonna try it though. Look. Ta-da. It's right in there like that. like a glove. And then you got a little shimmery star. Now you've got something for winter. Let me know, guys, what you think in comments. I would love to know. I hope you like this project idea. Thank you for letting me come into your world for just a little while today. I enjoy sharing these creative ideas with you guys. If you will hit the heart button, share the love, sprinkle it out into the universe, and more importantly, come back and see me next time. I plan on coming tomorrow. I don't know if I'll do my creative kickstart, but if not, I think we're going to do a little small Valentine project to get started. All right, guys, I hope you like this. Come back and join me. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday. And until I see you next, be safe, be healthy, and be blessed. All right, guys, see you later. Bye.